Hey everyone, Akronos here, bringing you the Feral Phoenix utility Udyr. As you can see, I started with the Phoenix stance, and I'm going to get my Feral Flare, and I'm using utility masteries, so that's why it's called Feral Phoenix utility Udyr. And as you can see, I started with the red buff. I like to start with the red buff because people will assume that I start blue on Udyr, and people like to contest red buff. So I'll go on the runes and masteries later. As you can see, I'm done with my blue. They have an Udyr as well, also going Phoenix, but he wasn't using utility. He was using 2190. So I go into Udyr. I try to stun him first because the double buff is a target. He does flash away, so I stun Fiora. I go on Udyr as well, stun him, and Sion gets the kill, which is great because I want to give the double buff to him. And also, I stunned Fiora and then Udyr as well, because you can't stun the same target before 5 seconds. So I could still stun different targets. So what I like to do here, I see that Fiora's level 3 and that Sion is quite low. I know she will jump on him. I can tank the tower, so as soon as she jumps on him, I will turn him. And there, as I expected, she jumps on him. I stun her, and the burn from the Phoenix stance takes her out. So it was very good. Cannon pings missing in the mid lane. A bit too late because Nidalee's already top. So I'm playing with fire here, but he does get the stun off. I thought he was going in, but I decided to stun her as well. Very well played by Sion and me, if I say so myself. Because he stunned and then I stunned as well. Nidalee couldn't move and Sion could get out of range safely. Much farther than if only I stunned him, or if only he stunned him. So that was pretty good. So as I was saying, I like to start red buff because people will expect that I start blue, and they will most likely try to steal my red after I took blue. So if they go to my red, then they've just wasted their time. Because I'm using utility, I took 40 bonus gold so I can get 4 biscuits and then a mana potion as well. So the mana burn isn't too bad because I get 1 extra mana pot, so I barely lose any mana. So that was pretty good. I'll show you the runes and masteries right now. So here are the masteries. Like I said, 0. I don't really need the damage. Phoenix stance gives me plenty of damage. I don't even take Tiger stance anymore. You either take Tiger or you take Phoenix. You don't take both. You take Tiger or Phoenix. And Tiger is very good for tower pushing, but I don't really need it. I know that their blue buff will be up soon, so I tried to poke Udyr a little bit. And yeah, I get some nice damage onto him. I back off because I know Nidalee's coming here. I asked Cannon to help me out a bit. The spirit does hit, but not too much damage. I know that they warded, so I'm going to take out that ward there. And Nidalee trying to hit me again. Not much damage, just auto attacks. So I'm going to go here, and very bad play by the enemy Udyr. I'm going to sit here in the bush and wait for him. And look at this. He just walks straight past. He doesn't even know them here. Blue buff spawns. He should have gone straight for the blue buff. He should have the timer on it, but he does not have the timer on it. So I get to start it, and he noticed that I'm there doing it. But I smite it and he doesn't get it. And then I decide to get out of there because it's getting a little hot under my feet. Thresh and Graves notices. They tried to get me. I was thinking, shall I go in, but bot wasn't there yet, so I dodged the hook and then go straight onto. Try to go onto Graves, but Thresh actually peels very nicely. So I decide, you know what, I can't get Graves. I might as well just get Thresh. So I do pick up Thresh. Should have backed up, didn't see Nidalee at first, which is really bad by me. Keep on chasing. I thought I would have her, but I underestimated her damage. I only have 38 MR because of my runes. I kite nicely. Cannon making a big mistake of chasing far too long and then trying to escape from Graves. If he just went with me, we could have probably tried to kill Nidalee. I'm not blaming my death on him, I'm just saying that he didn't make the right play as he's recalling over there and Graves catches him and kills him. So here are the runes. I'm using attack speed reds, attack speed quints, then 3 attack speed blues, and then cooldown reduction blues and armor. So attack speed is the best for wave clearing and minion clearing and jungle clearing was what I was looking for. Jungle clearing. It's very easy. My red buff is up, but I didn't feel like Udyr would counter jungle, and as I expected, Udyr stopped, so he's not counter jungling, so I went for the red buff, but blue first. Blue buff is more important anyway. So I went for the attack speed. Attack speed is very important, especially with Phoenix stance, because you get more damage off, you can clear faster and get your Feral Flare faster. So a great hook there, a great lantern from Thresh. and also a nice knock from Draven, and we do manage to get the kill. And Nilly is mid again. Nilly was roaming a lot, and I think she was losing in the mid lane, especially because I'm not sure, did I gank yet in this part of the video? I don't know. Anyway, Ken is doing a great game, great roaming here. He does get the stun off, and I stun her as well with my bear stance. She tries to jump over the wall, but she fails it. A lot of people play Nidalee but don't actually know how to jump over walls with the Cougar form, which is pretty bad. So we just killed their mid laner and one of their bot laners, so we're going to pick up the Drake here. That's really good. I'm going to continue farming. The enemy Udyr actually gets red buff, not red buff, what am I saying? Actually gets a feral flare before me, but I'm still ahead in levels because I'm roaming so much. Actually, I don't like to roam. I tried to go for a gank there, but nearly escaped. I don't like to gank. I like to just farm, soak up golden XP and get my feral flare stacked. But the enemy was overextending so much that it was just very easy for me to get off ganks. So if it's so easy, might as well do it, right? And that's what I did, and that actually put me ahead. I didn't get the feral flare as fast as he did, but that's okay. So I'm going to take a bit of farm here. I love it when my mid laner goes back, because that means it's just more farm, more XP, more gold for me. Just want to farm, and if you get an easy gank off, then go for it. So we got the feral flare. I'm going to go for boots of swiftness and home guards. I want to get that movement speed. Bot is fighting there, but they do manage to get a kill and another kill. Udyr again, too slow on his timers. I take his blue buff before he gets a chance to. He's way too slow on his timers. I knew when it would be up, and I took it as soon as I saw that it was there. So my blue buff is up. I'm not going to take it just yet. I'm going to try to get the maximum timer on the blues. I know that I stole his blue, and it would be quite pointless to immediately take my blue as well. So I let it sit there for a while. And I farmed up a bit more. So yeah, taking red buff, and then I'm going to gank bot again. Make sure that I check for wards, because yeah, Trebuch is something that gets warded very often. So they're overextending. Another great lantern. We do try to get someone. Graves is already near the tower, so it's like, okay, forget that. We're going to go on Thresh instead. I like to go for the easy kills. I'll go for whatever I can get. I'm not going to try hard and get the carry, even though he's almost at the tower. We can get Thresh, so we get Thresh. Easy. So we're going to push here. I know that Nidalee is mid, fighting Kennen. Fiora is top. Udyr is not a threat, so I decided to go and dive this fool. So Thresh gets what I'm saying. I see Udyr coming in. I stun him before he gets to stun my team, so he doesn't get to peel too hard. So I chase Graves. I want to take him out. Yep, Phoenix does it. I'm going to get out of there. And Draven picks up the kill on their Udyr. Dies in the process, but he got the passive, and we got 2 assists for it, so it was worth. I actually wanted to go Drake here, but Thresh was there, and I was too low on HP. I do have the boots of swiftness with mobility, so with home guards and increased mobility from my masteries, so I knew it wouldn't be too long for me to actually get back to Dragon. I know that Udyr is in the top side of the jungle. I just saw it on the map, so I know that I can do Drake safely. He's still in mid lane, and he doesn't even react on me being there. Thresh does ward, but he can't really do anything. So I'm going to push here again. Take up some farm, soak up XP and gold. That's basically what you want to do. And I'm constantly staying ahead of the Udyr. Even though he had his feral flare stacked before me, I already was ahead in farm and gold and levels. So a nice stun from Kennen. I'm going to stun Nidalee as well. She actually makes a mistake there. I'm not sure if you saw that, but she jumped towards us, so I guess she messed up her W. I think the W is to jump. I think she messed that up again. Second time there, so you should really practice your champion. What I used to do when I played Nidalee, oh, blue buff is up again. Udyr does have no timers, and he's in the bot lane. They do get the tower, but I get the blue. I'm going to farm a bit more, so yeah. That's now the blue buff gone for Udyr, so that will put him further behind. Again, going to try to get the maximum out of my blue buff that I just stole. I'm going to go mid lane, because I tried to save Kennen. Then I'm going to try to counter jungle again, but Thresh actually shows up, and I was afraid that he would hook me, so I tried to smite it, but it didn't have enough damage on my smite. I'm going to hold mid top lane here because Fiora's pushing. Okay, so my blue buff is halfway done, so I'm going to get my own blue buff now and refresh it, and then I'm going to farm some more red buffs up. Udyr does have no timers on it, so I'm going to take it. So that's going very well. Actually, someone's messaging me here. Recording a commentary, so I can't at the moment, sorry. So I kind of missed what was going on, probably not too much. So I decided to go and get that tower because we didn't get it yet. So yeah, we can dive easily, but again with a Thresh, it might be a bit difficult and risky. You don't need to make risky plays if you're far ahead. You can just farm if you're far ahead, and you will still be ahead instead of making risky plays, messing up, and then putting yourself behind. So I go straight into the Thresh, so we will stop peeling for the carry, then jump straight onto Graves. I knock him out as well with the bear stance, and then I get the double kill. I actually wanted to get the tower there, but Nilly showed up. She was mid when I checked before the fight, but I guess she recalled and then walked to the bot lane, so I knew we can do anything there. Thresh was low, so I decided to back off instead. It was going very well. Big mistake for me recalling here, but if I thought about it, I could have used it for bait. I knew it was warded. Nilly throws a spear. I have Ghost. My team actually follows up very nicely from my mistake. I dodge the spear. Draven goes straight into Nidalee, gets her. I knock out Udyr, bait him into running into the Thresh slow. I keep on baiting him because he tries to go on me. Draven getting in free auto attacks. I go close and bam, run into the face with a double fist from the bear stance, and I take him out. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I can get the Drake here easily. Didn't really need a Draven's help, but yeah, that worked out fine. So farming a bit more. I'm going to get my Triforce. I'm already on 5k gold. I haven't gone B in a while because I'm constantly going for objectives. You don't want to sit on too much gold for such a long time, but then again, if you're jumping from objective to objective, you might as well. So I get the Randuin's Omen and I get the Magic Resistance. Randuin's Omen is great because you don't have any CC but your bear stance. I don't go for the Blade of the Rune King because I want to slow the entire team. I want to jump in there like this. I want to go in there, get my Randuin's Omen on 3 people. You can't do the Blade of the Rune King. And I already have plenty of movement speed, so I don't need the movement speed steal. I try to go on Graves, but Graves actually runs away and blinds me, so I go on Fiora instead. Udyr is running away, but I'm faster than him. I have more items, and I, of course, have the boots mobility, so I get him as well. And don't forget that he's running 2190, so he would be dealing more damage from the masteries, but I'm running utility and I still do more damage. So that was a very good game. Feral Phoenix, utility Udyr, very good. I love playing it. I was looking for an alternative for Shyvana and I found it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and favorite. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Also, check out my Twitch. Please follow, because when I start streaming, you can see the stream immediately. That was it, guys, and I'll see you all later.